Yo, this is King Earner coming to you live and direct. It's sad to say that when you're in the streets and you're running around and you're doing negative things, finances, money, things that no one else can get, it becomes what I would call something that everybody all of a sudden wants. Your walk, your talk. The reason why is because money is that important. Money is that strong that individuals will try to mimic it, try to actually get the whole blueprint, the whole cheat code to be something that will one day end up putting them in a prison cell. Now, you have individuals like Nicky Barnes, who actually took time out to befriend a bunch of individuals, and they had like a little squad. One of his closest friends by the name of Guy Fisher was an individual who, was successful. And amongst his success, he was the first black man to own the Apollo. When Nicky Barnes got arrested, Guy Fisher had sex with Nicky Barnes' mistress. But from what I'm hearing, far as the story that goes with them, is that this mistress was hitting everybody in the squad. Like, this is like she was a jump off. But just because God done it, he told on him. And I want for y'all to pay attention. That wasn't the case, really. That's never really the case. When an individual that turns into a person who recycles crime, which is what we understand as a rat, when a person does that, they already had it on their mind. And a lot of these individuals be already doing time and sitting in the cell, laid back, thinking. And they think about certain things. And 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what Nicky Barnes was in there thinking about. His cars, the women, his family, things he could be doing, but he couldn't do no more because he was about to go to jail. So what he done was made up the biggest excuse in the world and said that he told on Guy Fisher because he slept with his mistress. And he made that an excuse throughout interviews, throughout anything you ever heard him speak on. He made that an excuse. Youngins, if women can rile you up to that point where you already locked away, you're done, you're cuffed and stuffed, you know your situation is about to hit to where it's at, and that you get that miserable and that jealous to actually say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in a friend because of this. See, Nicky Barnes' excuse was because of a girl. But you have other dudes who make other excuses, you see? Like you had Alpo who said it was business when it came down to Rich Porter, I mean, let's think about some things. Listen to what's going on. They all have a history of feeling that bad for what they've done that they put it on an excuse that's a part of the game. Nicky Barnes, his excuse was, don't nobody sleep with your homie's friends. That was a rule we had. I don't understand that. Don't nobody sleep with your homie girl, like girlfriends. I don't understand that. When you have a wife, you shouldn't care about anything else that's outside of your wife. But Mr. Tender Dick sits there and puts himself in a position where that's the excuse. Alpo's excuse was, man, he owed me some money. He been stealing from me. The connect been hitting him off and he ain't been hitting me off. Come on, man. Come on. It don't make no sense. Everybody has an excuse. You'll find out these individuals' excuses, their remorse. It's their hurt, their pain. Their mindset can't go on because it's like, I have to use a crutch to do it. And a lot of these people don't care. They say Nicky Barnes not only told on Guy Fisher, but he said, you know what, I'm going a lot further. And he told on dudes from different sects of the mafia. Like, come on. I mean, that miserable. So he still end up doing all this time. And this is where the racism come at. Here it is. He done a lot of things, but he wasn't no Sammy the Bull. All these individuals that were black that got the 5K1 just like Sammy the Bull did, but got out so many decades later. Y'all gotta start paying attention that you're being used. Every individual that is on that type of mindset of thinking that they're gonna succeed in drug dealing or they're not gonna be betrayed by their friends, they're being abused, they're being treated bad mentally. People are running a lot of game on them. This is why individuals that stand so strong always losing, because you know what we do? We stand so strong and we love individuals that done something for us, that done us a favor or showed us some love. We become so dedicated to individuals that we lose, that we miss out. You miss out to the point where as though you may be looking this way and a bullet may be coming that way, because at the end of the day, it's going to be jealousy about women. There's going to be jealousy about money. There's going to be jealousy, period. But you can't fall for it. You know what you got to do? The person that's home right now that's looking at me speaking, you got to go ahead and say, you know what? I got this amount of money left. Let me invest it. Tell everybody that you deal with, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And start your organization in a legal matter. We got to start looking at ourselves as the stupid ones, you know, even with the rats telling on us. We're allowing it, you know, because we keep, when I say we as a people, we keep stepping in that field, you know. You want to be seen. You want to have, when you can have and be seen, all you got to do is just stack your money while you work in a positive job, or stack your money while you're selling clothes or you're doing these things. If you don't, what ends up happening is you end up losing. And when I mean by losing, you'll lose your homes. You'll lose your family. You'll lose your closest brothers, your closest best friends, because at the end of the day, stand-up guys don't tell, right? They take their responsibility, but guess what? They also going to lose everything. They're going to lose them big houses. They're going to lose that if they're working, like have a regular job and had a pension, they're going to lose all of that, because the government is going to charge them on every brick, on every crime. It's going to be some type of charge. And you can't beat the system, youngins. We can't. I'm before your time. You're after me. I couldn't beat the system. I tried. I spent cases, yes I have. So what? They still took chunks out of my life. All because I was an individual that couldn't be patient. That's all it all boils down to. Whoever it is, if you look at individuals that was raised in poverty also, that's in sports and things of this nature, they all were patient. Some dibbled and dabbled, but guess what? They knew what to do. They knew not to include anybody what they was doing, and they stepped out of it fast, because it's no honor in it no more. So if you're watching this video and you like, yo, I dig what King Garner be saying, but I'm going to tell you this then. I need for you to actually stop now, man. Don't let somebody lock you up. Don't let nobody have the authority. Right now, they got the authority over you. And look, let me give you something else that'll happen to people in the feds, right? It'll be a big indictment. And what they'll do, they'll take their time out, right? They'll go to individuals' houses and take things from them and leave them on the couch with their family and be like, bye-bye. What's the average dude doing about a week or two? Try to figure his way back out. And what the feds do is they make sure that no one figure their way out. I met so many cases like that. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, the Ace Capone case was like that, where they went to individuals' homes and they found things and was like, all right, bye. People were like, well, it ain't come for me. Yes, because at the end of the day, it's about them building a case. And a person that you didn't know that basically fronts you to work, or the guy who's the big head of the cartel that everybody been saying, Yeah, he's the guy, and your homie then told you several times while he was on vacation, whatever, go meet with this guy. They all conjured up and telling one another because of materialistic things. You can't let materialistic things get in the way. The feds look for that. And you know what materialistic things do? They give an individual who has those materialistic things a voice. Because when the feds sit them down, they say, this is what you got. You want to lose it all? And they don't talk, they lose it all usually. I'm King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. The goal is to get y'all to see that we can attack the legal system by doing something positive, and we can bring a Black Wall Street back, you know what I mean, in a more honorable fashion. But if we sit around and if we think that our little 9-to-5s is going to get us out of the struggle, it's not. But it's going to make you a person that has patience, and then once you start a business, boom, you winning. I'm King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. Don't be like Nicky Barnes. Be better than him. You know how you be better than him? Because you don't be him. You know why you don't be him? Because at the end of the day, you get caught up. And some of you dudes can't take the pressure. I say God Fish is an honorable man. And I know if he was here right now, he 9 times out of 10, he'll be doing something positive because he already understood legal life. But I say don't be a God Fisher neither. You know why? God Fisher been in jail all this time. Honorable man, stood tall. But guess what? There's never a reward for telling or not telling. Well, there's a reward for telling, and that reward is you come home earlier. But for not telling, there is no reward. We stand on that basic principle out of standard, out of honor. So we're never going to, yeah, blah, 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 stood tall, rah, 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 rah. We like saying it in little poses and little slick talkings that we do. But at the end of the day, there is no reward for standing tall. But there's a reward for cooperating. They let them come home free, and that recycled crime starts. That individual remembers how the government and them agents allowed him to go back out on the streets and work. And they say, listen, I got bigger fish to fry. So a lot of dudes, you'll find them, when they get real money, they be looking for individuals. Like, oh, what's up with him? And we talking that. You ever see a dude get real money? Yeah, what's going on with him? Yeah, what's up with him? Yeah, I got to get with him, man. I got to get with him. See if you can order up something for me, man. Make that connect, and that individual, now he got information, so they'll build information on individuals. Not even deal with them. This the one that they don't even care if they stuff garbage or not. Just to build that information with them so they can be able to tell on them. That's what's going on. This is worse than any type of murder that ever can happen. The reason why I say that is because how many lives has it taken? How many times, I bet you the government, they don't have to work that hard anymore. They put a wire on you, something in his car, boom, we're good. Sit back and eat all day, get him to turn right, get him to turn on his connect, and get him to turn right, get him to turn on his connect, and the stand-up dudes that's in the cell losing it. Because you know what? We don't got no way out. The only way we got out is a lawyer. But the number one way we got out is a law. So if you don't think that it can happen, man, keep your honor intact, and remember that King Earner honors all the youngers. I honor y'all, older dudes too, but let's get some understanding to one thing. You know what the understanding is? That we have a right to say, I would like for my lawyer to speak for me. Even if you don't got the money. So don't let them think, oh, you don't got no money for a lawyer. What's your lawyer name? Where you at? Blah, blah, blah. No, give me a appointed lawyer right now here. Like you'll give me one to set me up to go to court and take a deal? No. Come on, give me a lawyer to me now. I have nothing to say to you guys. King Earner, live and direct. Keep it like that. Remember what I told y'all.